God is good, and with each day that passes, brings another delay to Amazon's New World. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But actually, I'm not, because they did delay New World. All right, so they wanted to release it here in spring of 2021. It now has been delayed to the end of summer 2021. They're now talking about an August 31st release date, so not a big pushback, right? Pushing it back another season. And to be honest, I mean, this is, with everything going on at Amazon, and they're kind of like, are we even going to make it in game development kind of mentality going on? They really need this to work out, right? They need for New World to be successful. They really do. We're going to talk about this during this video with all the information that we have. But before we begin, I do want to give a very big, major shout out to the members of Napalm. Thank you all so very much for sponsoring this channel. I could not do this without you. And if you're interested in becoming a member, please click the join button down below for more information and a list of perks. And a very special shout out to Reiko for our highest tier membership. Now, the reason for this delay, pushing it back to August 31st, is, I quote, they need substantial improvements while polishing and fine-tuning the whole game. Now, as many of you know, they did have a closed beta for people who pre-ordered the game not too awful long ago, back in 2020, so a lot of people got to see where the game was at that time. And here's the deal, it ran really well. It seemed like a AAA title. I personally felt like that the questing was really kind of boring. It was kind of the same couple of quests over and over and over and over again, but the world looked great. It ran great. There were some cool mobs. The combat, I mean, it was cool. It was different, right? I didn't hate it, and there was potential there, right? There really was. It was an interesting world, and there's danger. It has a lot of things that we haven't seen in a long time in MMOs, right? Like, it didn't feel easy mode per se, and I'm really hoping they stick with that, because I really believe the MMO gamers we're not kids, right? We're kind of tired of being treated like we're idiots. Like, we don't know how to play video games. Like, this is the first time we've ever put our fingers on a keyboard and a mouse. You know what I mean? So I think that the developers all across the genre really need to embrace that we know how to play games. Okay, you don't have to hold our little hands and walk us through your world. Okay, let us figure it out. Right? We will do it. We will figure it out. But anyway, I'm hoping that that's embraced. I mean, the deal is, guys, is the MMO market it's been dry. I mean, we're at the point now, this is like a desert, and we're sipping sand out of our hands. It's been like the same 4 MMOs that everybody's been playing in rotation forever. I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. Now, they are going to do another closed beta on July 20th, or at least that's when it's planned for at the time it's recording. So if you got the game pre-ordered already, I know I do, because I wanted to play in the last beta. So if you have that, then you should be able to play it, and we should be seeing it in a final working state, because that would be, only a month, so they'd have a little bit of extra time after that beta in order to finish polishing it up and getting it ready for release. So hopefully everything runs good, because honestly, that beta is going to kind of decide if the game gets pushed back again. In my opinion, it's probably how it will go, right? So this upcoming beta on July 20th, they'll probably going to get their fillers out there, make sure that there's not any major like game crushing bugs and all that kind of thing, and get everything working properly. And then based on that, we'll probably actually decide if the game actually comes out on August 31st. Because if they have a lot of problems during that beta, they're, I can't blame them for wanting to go back and try to fix that. Now, I also hope that Amazon understands that they need to stick to their vision, right? People are going to complain about your game no matter what. You just want your core happy. That's the best you can do when you're dealing with the MMORPG, because you got people that like the World of Warcraft style, you got people that like the Ultima Online, more open world sandbox style, and you can't make everybody happy, right? MMO developers need to get away from that, in my opinion. You can't make everybody happy. You just need your core to be happy. Who is New World's core? I have no idea, because they've changed their vision several times, right? From being a hardcore PvP game to PvP's optional game to we're going to focus more on PvE, even though they didn't have enough PvE content in the game, so they had to go back to the drawing board and work on it. Look, here's the deal. Amazon just decided to step into the gaming development market, and with little to no experience. And there's been all the stories of how they're running their business, and that's, you know, that's up to them, right? How they want to do that. I don't care. What I do care about is what you actually put out to the consumers. And it's been a long time since we had an MMO. Therefore, please, for the love of all that is holy, Amazon, please release something substantial, right? It may not be my favorite MMO. It may not be your favorite MMO. It doesn't have to be. Just release something that benefits the genre, please. I mean, it's been so dry that obviously I'm going to play New World when it comes out, and I hope you do too, but I just don't know how well it's going to work out. I'm worried, right? Because of what we've seen so far, sure has seemed like it's, you know, average right now. That's because of all the systems as they come together just didn't feel like something I could do every day, right? Like I could get completely lost in it. Hopefully they prove me wrong. I'd be more than happy when New World actually launches to say, never mind, this is actually a fun, engaging MMO. I would love nothing more than that, and I hope for them the best. But guys, that's where we're at right now. It has been delayed, so with all the news we have right now, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and we will be covering all MMO news, at least all the big major things happening. If you have a story you'd like me to cover, then leave that in the comments down below, and I'd be happy to look into it. And one more final big shout out to the members of Napalm. Thank you all so very much for supporting this channel. I could not do this without you. If you're interested in becoming a member, please click the join button down below for more information and a list of perks. And until next time, guys, God bless and happy gaming.